Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Actually, guys, it's sunny, it's warm, but it's very windy. It's very windy. Anyway, how are you doing? You all right? I ain't done my hair. Look, I've got my hair down. What's all that all about? And look, Rodders. You got Rodders in the background. Seeing as it's so quiet at the moment, I am working in what is deemed my writing room. Because there's nothing to talk about. Well, everything's really good, right, concerning Liverpool at the moment, and that's a good thing, right? But it means there's nothing to talk about. Now, you might say, well, talk about the things that are really good. Yeah, but nobody watches. People like drama. People like it when people are angry, when people are moaning. You know, so if Liverpool lose, everybody wants to comment about that. Everybody wants to say, but when Liverpool win, everyone's like, chill, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Everything's cool. So it's kind of strange because I want Liverpool to be doing like really well. You know, there's no like big like ownership debates at the moment. You know, Shaun must be fucking banging his head on the wall. What's Shaun doing at the moment? He'll be in the comments. What do you mean? I don't always. Anyway, no, it's just a little bit quiet at the moment. So, however, there is some speculation today which we can touch on, right? And this is to do with Donyell Malen. Now, there is an article on the front page of Captag.com. It's also on the members' website, of course, to the most loyalist people in the world that support me. Thank you, guys. It's winter. I'd be fucked without you. Well, to be honest, I'm fucked anyway, but you know what I mean? Even fucked. Anyway, thank you, guys. If you're not a member, you can go to coptalk.com and read this. Klopp keen on Donyell Malen, but it does say reports here. Look, that's to emphasise like this is reports, claims or whatever. Liverpool are again being linked with Borussia Dortmund's Donyell Malen. A fresh reports originating from Spain today claim that the Reds are sniffing around the 24-year-old forward with a view to signing him should Mo Salah leave for Saudi Arabia. Under contract until 2026, chatter has suggested for some time that the Reds would need to stump up a bid in excess of £50 million for the Netherlands international, who is in decent form this term. Now, it goes on to say he's been linked with us on and off for a while, but nobody with any real credibility is putting forward the idea that we could step in with a bid next year. Now, in this article, it mentions that Malen is represented by Rafaela Pimenta, who inherited the likes of Erling Haaland and Paul Pogba when super agent Mino Raiola died last year. When I read that today, I was like, is he dead? I must have forgot that. I'll have known at the time because everyone would have gone, oh, don't look, that guy that looks like Hughes died. Yeah, cheers, guys. But honestly, I read that again. I was like, did he die? Do you know what I mean? Well, you know, my memory is it's like a sieve. Anyway, so she represents the likes of Erling Haaland and Paul Pogba now. She's a super agent. I think she's considered the first female super agent, really. Now, I think it was in June, she said, when Italian clubs were linked with Malen, they like him in Italy, but he's appreciated by Borussia. He plays as a starter. They are not thinking about a farewell. So, the article also mentions Liverpool are thinking about life after Salah. A number of players being linked with us, but we don't expect to see any credible suggestions appear until later this month. Now, if you're a little bit interested about reading a little bit about Malen, at the very bottom of this article, it says there's a decent article here about Malen that may interest you. And I would recommend you go and read that article if you're bored, or if you're in the slightest bit interested in this player, or you don't know much about him. There's a very good article linked in the bottom of that article on the front page of www.captag.com. So, that's it. What do you think about that player? Have you got any views about him? Do you see it? More Salah replacement, or is he just an addition to the squad? Do you know what I mean? As I'm recording this video, the pre-match press conference is underway for Luton Town, so I will watch that shortly. It is 11:15 here, so 10:15 in the UK. I'm popping out for a coffee. I'm going to venture out into the wind. It was a terrible night last night. My windows and shutters and doors were banging all. That's the only thing that was banging around here, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going out for a coffee for something to do. I don't know if I'm going to see the boys today or not. You know, I usually see the boys on a Friday. They've not replied. But if they do reply and I have a few sherbets, I might go live on here tonight. Not sure about Saturday night streaming yet. I don't know about that. If it's well supported, then yeah, I love to do the streams, you know. But when people are selfish and don't come along, you know, how dare they have lives? Do you know what I mean? Can't be doing that. Away from the positive and nice things, such as Saturday night steaming and having a good laugh, you know, with you guys. I do actually have a funeral on Sunday, well, 12 o'clock noon on Sunday. I lost two friends within the last week. Two friends passed away within the last week. Now, I wasn't particularly close, but what I mean is they were friends. Do you know what I mean? So there were people that when you saw them that you'd you know, sit down and have a conversation, and they were on your Facebook, and you know, we don't see all our friends all the time, right? So I always like to make that clear, because people go, "Oh, sorry for your loss, I hope you're okay," and it's like, no, I'm perfectly fine. Very, very depressing though. One of them was an older boy. You know, he died earlier in the week or last weekend, I can't remember now. But another lad, he had celebrated his 45th birthday last week, and he dropped dead at work the other day, a couple of days ago here. Just dropped dead. He was at work with another friend of mine who tried to resuscitate him and failed. So imagine how he's going to feel for the rest of his life. Very sad. Do you know what I mean? Like, just like that, just gone. And every time I saw him, he'd been to my house a few times to do a few odd jobs. He was like, you know, he used to duck and dive, and he'd come round and he'd do your tiles or a bit of, you know, gardening or weeding or anything to make a bit of money, you know. So I used to say to him, come down, come do my tiles or whatever, you know, because it was beer money for him or whatever. Every single time you would see him out, you know, when I was out with the boys on a Friday, for example, he was always with his daughter. He's got a young daughter, and they were like inseparable everywhere they went. And I just can't imagine what she's going through right now. And I've seen all the tags, you know, on his Facebook. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's upset. I can't believe how popular he is. That doesn't mean I didn't think that everyone hated him. I mean, like, I had no idea that this guy was so popular. Yet he used to inbox me privately, you know, not like stood with friends, and he used to talk to me about how sad he was and run down he was, and I felt like he was lonely. And there's all these people leaving all these messages for him which he can't see. Did he even know he was that loved? Do you know what I mean? Did he even know? So the reason I'm telling you that bit is sometimes people don't realise. Like, if you can think of a really good friend or anyone that you love or like or whatever, and you appreciate them, it's no good telling them when they've gone. Tell them now. Do you know what I mean? It's very sad, very sad. 45. His last photograph on Facebook, and the last ever photograph of him taken, was on his 45th birthday with his daughter. Very, very sad stuff. So I don't mention this for like, oh, you're okay. I'm all right. But it's just, this week has been not very nice, guys. Not very nice, because it just reminds you of life, doesn't it? You know. Like I said, my other friend that died was older, and I think had issues with smoking, like, and breathing and stuff like that for years, I think. You know, you don't ask these things, but this lad was 45. That's 4 years younger than me, and I don't know, when you get a bit older, and I'm not like fighting fit, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just more and more people drive fucking scary, guys. So just enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your football. You know, this is why we need Liverpool, I think, you know, to get us through life and these little shit things, you know what I mean? And I know it's easy to say, but don't worry about anything. I'm worrying all the time, you know what I mean? I worry about every fucking thing. But yeah, it's just sad, really sad. And I know many of you will be able to leave me a comment saying, don't, my pal, This is what I mean. It's just don't know if it's fucking us. I lost 2 people off my Facebook. Every year someone leaves my Facebook, do you know what I mean? One day we might leave somebody, do you know what I mean? So just fucking, I feel like getting hammered now. But then maybe that don't help. So just try and enjoy life. And listen, make people feel like wanted, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe it's a bit odd to go up to your pal and say, I really appreciate you, mate, you know what I mean? But maybe we need to. I can't believe how many people have left all these messages for him on his wall. And he's messaging me privately saying, I'm so, like, I mean, you can have all the friends in the world and maybe be lonely. I liked him, he was a good kid. Sad. I feel for his daughter, like. So, sorry to bring that down on you, but you've got to remember that being a Liverpool fan also involves the saying, you'll never walk alone. And I guess I'm trying to convey that to you guys. Do you know what I mean? Because I swear down, right, every single one of you guys that leaves me a comment, that thumbs up my video, that joins the Saturday night streams, that comes and says hello to me when I'm live, even if it's just popping in and saying, oh, it means so much to me. It really does. It don't cost a penny to fucking be nice to someone, does it? I don't mean kiss me ass or say your videos are great if they're not. I'm quite happy for someone to say I didn't enjoy your video, it was a load of shit. Don't bother me, that's fine. But I don't think you realise how much your input means to me, honestly. And, you know, I was having some drama the last, day or two with someone, like, no big deal or anything like that. And I thought about my life, and I thought, I only need Cop Talk. My people's on Cop Talk, the community. Do you know what I mean? Maybe you will never understand that. But, there was a guy that came in one of my live chats the other day, and he hadn't been on for maybe, 6 months, 9 months, a year, but I remembered. So I was like, where have you been? So I've been busy with work and that, so... I love my community. I do. I love you guys. All right. So I don't know. Maybe I had no idea I was going to talk about any of that stuff. I don't know. I guess I went into this is what we're going to do at the weekend. But Sunday I want to go to that funeral, so I don't want to be up too late on Saturday. I'd like to do Saturday night streaming with you guys. I know it's a little bit more difficult now having to do the different stream because of the copyright music situation, but it's really worth it. So please read the video description very closely if we do go live on Saturday night, which in all honesty I think we will do, do you know what I mean? So listen, I want you to have a great weekend. I want to make videos for you guys all the time. I really do. I want to be like the members website. I was on the members website yesterday saying, guys, it's so quiet. I feel terrible. I've got nothing to tell you or to talk about. But I am here every day, you know what I mean? And I always think that people think I'm not asked if I don't churn out videos and stuff, but I'm not like the other people that'll just talk about anything for views or clicks, do you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm off. Rodderslow. I don't know, I feel a bit emo today. All right, guys, see you later, man. Have a great weekend. And hopefully we'll catch up at some point. Might be tonight, you never know. If I go with the boys later, then maybe tonight. But if not tonight, tomorrow or something like that. Have a good weekend, guys. Let me know what you think about this player if you're interested.